Are you building a business that supports your dream life or one that drains it? Today, we're going to dive into how to align your business with your life goals, from defining what success means in your relationships and health to evaluating your offers and revenue. You're going to learn practical steps to create a business that funds the life you want. Don't forget to download the free workbook to follow along and start making decisions that truly matter. Let's do this. Are you that driven entrepreneur who believes that working harder holds the key to your dreams? Are you drowning in the day-to-day tasks, wishing you had more time to strategize and cast the vision for your business growth? Hi, I'm Donna Dubé, your guide on this entrepreneurial journey. I've walked in your worn-out shoes, burning the midnight oil, convinced that sheer hard work was the secret to success. Just one more email, one more task, until I found myself on a one-way track to burnout. But here's the twist in the tale. I discovered that success isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about being intentional with our time. It's about steering our ship with focus, because no team, system, or automation can outperform a lack of direction. In this podcast, I'm sharing with you all the strategies for business growth that it took me years to learn. If you're ready to step out of the daily overwhelm so you can amplify your profits, then I'm ready to teach you. I believe the only limit to your business growth is the one you set for yourself. Go grab a notebook, warm up that cup of tea, and let's do this. Welcome back, small business owners. If you've been listening to the podcast recently, you know that we're about halfway through a series I'm calling Dream Big, Plan Smart. In the first 2 episodes, we took some time to look backwards and gain valuable information about the past year, as well as analyze what we wanted our life to look like 1 year from now. This helps us get clarity on where we currently are, where we want to go, and what worked well in the past year. Today, our focus is shifting a bit, and we're going to spend some time on what success looks like for you, and how and when your business is set up to support your dream life, you can actually have the freedom you envisioned when you first started your business. Before we dive in, I want to make sure you've downloaded the workbook so you can follow along. So if you go to ceoamplify.ca/dream-big, you can get the workbook there and then follow through as we're going through this series. So when we start our businesses, most of us, me included, had a dream about freedom, right? Starting our own business meant some sort of freedom. Freedom to work our own terms, freedom to spend more time with family, and live life without the same limitations. But let's be real. How many of us actually feel that way today? If you're sitting there listening and you're nodding along, you're not alone. Too often we find ourselves working longer hours, chasing that next big idea, and honestly, feeling drained so much of the time. Instead of freedom, we feel like we're stuck on a hamster wheel. And that's why today we're talking about how to realign your business to support the life you truly want. And to make this process easier, I've created a free workbook that you can download to follow along. It's got exercises in there that will help you get clarity on your goals, your definition of success, and how to bring your business into alignment with your dream life. All right, I want to share a quick story with you because I think it really will resonate and help you understand where we're at. A few years ago, I worked with a business owner who had built what looked like a thriving online business. She had lots of clients, she had a decent amount of revenue, and a growing team. But when we dug deeper, she admitted something that might not really surprise you. She wasn't happy. Her days were packed with meetings, her evenings were filled with client work, and she hadn't taken a whole weekend off in months. And she said to me, "This isn't what I wanted when I started my business." And that's the problem for so many of us. We get caught up in the hustle and the grind, and we forget to ask ourselves, does my business actually support the life I want? So today I want to flip the script. Instead of making life fit around your business, I want you to commit to designing your business to fit your life. Yes, it's a commitment that you have to make. So the first step in this is getting crystal clear on your personal definition of success. What does that look like for you? Not just in your business, but in every area of your life. And it's got to be personal. My definition of success, some other business owner's definition, your best friend's definition, that's not going to do. You got to dig deep and introspect and find out what's my definition of success. So you can start with your relationships. Think about the people who matter the most to you. Are you spending enough quality time with them? Do you have guilt that you're not being able to be present and having that quality time? Maybe you want more date nights with your partner, more afternoons just playing freely with the kids, or maybe more time to visit that long-distance friend. So think about what you want for your definition of success in your relationships. Next, let's talk about your home environment. Is your space supporting you? Many of us work from home when we're running an online business. So is your space supporting you? Or does it stress you out? Maybe you've been dreaming of a fresh paint of coat or having a little cozy reading nook, by the window where the sun shines in. Or finally tackling that home office that, doubles as a dumping ground for whenever anything needs a place and it doesn't have a home. Make your home environment support the life you want. What do you need to get there? Okay, what about your health and wellness? And here I'm not talking about, fitting into a specific size of outfit or dress. I'm talking about feeling good in your body. What would happen if you woke up with energy, with clarity, and with stamina to be able to get through the day? What small changes do you think you could make to help you get there? And here's one I think as small business owners we often overlook. What about your hobbies? When was the last time you did something purely for fun? I know a business owner who took up pottery, and she said it was the only time her brain truly quieted down. And that's the kind of outlet that we all need in our lives. So what's it going to be for you? What can you do for fun for you that brings you pure joy? And finally, think about your emotional and your spiritual health. Maybe it's having some quiet time in the morning, doing some journaling, meditation, or simply taking a walk without your phone and all the notifications that comes with it. What fills your cup? These areas, relationships, lifestyle, health and wellness, hobbies, emotional well-being, they're your filters. They help you evaluate every decision you make in your business moving forward. Because when those things in your business come in front of you, if they don't align with what success is for you, then they're not the right choices. All right, I want to shift gears a little bit now and talk about your business. What does success look like in your business? Start with your clients. Who are your dream clients? Think about the clients that you've worked with who have really lit you up. They respect your boundaries, they pay you for what you're worth, and you've just enjoyed working with them. I remember working with one of my clients, we'll call him James, and he realized that about 80% of his stress came from just one high maintenance client that he had. And letting go of that client freed up time and energy to serve the people who truly appreciated the work he was doing. So sometimes just looking at it and analyzing it and then letting go is the best thing for us. Next, I want you to consider how you want to express your creativity. Are you doing the kind of work that excites you? What about your visibility? Are you showing up in ways that feel natural to you? Or are you trying to force yourself into platforms that honestly just drain you? And let's not forget about your support system. Do you have the right team in place? Are you leading and managing that team in a way that inspires growth and stability? So on the last episode, we talked about, figuring out how much your business needs to pay you to be able to fund your lifestyle. And if you haven't done that exercise yet, I strongly encourage you to check out the Get Paid Like a CEO toolkit. It's really helpful for calculating what you need to take home and ensuring your business can support that. So once you've nailed down your numbers, once you've done that number crunching, it's time to analyze your offers. Start with what you offered last year. Write down the offer, the price point, the number of sales, and the revenue that you made from the previous year from that offer. And then take a minute or two to analyze what the data shows you. Do you have offers that are underperforming for the amount of time that you're putting into them? Do you have an offer that's, what I would call your bread and butter, your signature offer? It's bringing in 70% or more of your revenue, while another offer is barely breaking even. I remember a past client of mine, she was holding on to this course that she'd created. At the time, it was like a course 3 or so years ago. And the course used to sell well, but it just had become more of a time sink than a profit driver, to be honest with you. And I kept saying to her, what about this? And, it was really hard for her to let go. But after some tough conversations, she decided to retire the course and focus on her flagship program. And the result for her was amazing. She had less stress. She had more time to put into her signature program. And in the end, she made more revenue. So again, looking at the data and then analyzing and then letting go if we need to. All right, finally, let's dig into your marketing. Look at where your last 10 clients, who were your last 10 clients? Where did they come from? Now, you may have to do a little bit of digging to find this out. For example, you can look in your email service provider to see how that person first got on your list. How did they come into your world? How did they get to know about you? And I want you to write down what the source of the last 10 clients was. How were those last 10 clients finding you? Was it from referrals? Was it from collaboration events? Was it from posting on social media? How did those people find you? And this is really important because it allows us to really see what channels in our marketing are actually working and what ones not working so much that we may be able to let go of. So as an example, if most of your clients are coming through referrals, but you're spending hours creating Instagram reels, there's no return on investment for that time. And that's a good sign that you may want to shift your focus, right? Staying in touch with those past clients, asking them if they know of someone else who they could refer to your services would bring you a much higher return on investment than those Instagram reels. But you can't know that without looking at the data, right? We actually have to analyze for our particular situation. Maybe you find that nearly all your best clients come from a speaking engagement. So it would make sense to then double down on pitching for similar events And stop stressing about, so many posts on social media every day or every week. Look at the data and make smart decisions. All right, by the end of this process, you'll have a clear roadmap for aligning your business with your life. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Download the free workbook, the link's in the show notes, to guide you through each of these exercises. And if you're ready to take it a step further, I highly suggest you get the Get Paid Like a CEO toolkit to help you dive into the numbers and ensure your business is on track to pay you what you're worth. Alrighty, I'll catch up with you next week where we'll head into the 4th episode of this series. I can't wait. Thank you for joining me on this episode of CEO Amplify. I appreciate you being part of our thriving community of ambitious business owners. If you enjoyed today's episode, I kindly ask you to share this podcast with a friend and take a hot minute to rate and leave a review. It would mean the world to me. Your feedback helps me reach more people and continue providing valuable content. Thanks so much for your support. Keep shining, and we'll catch you on the next episode.